What's up, everybody? I ask that you like and subscribe to the speaknsee channel. Thanks for watching. You got to excuse my red eyes and my sore throat, but it's 3 o'clock in the morning here, and I got this story that's got to be out to you. I got to go move some people tomorrow. I got a lot of work to do, so I figured I'd have to get this up and out there to you. Breaking news about what's going on through the SBA. As we all know, there's a lot of discrimination happening against small business owners, not of a certain color or race or gender. So the courts just ruled that in here, and the courts are agreeing with us. Check it out. Like and subscribe. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's good to see you today on the SpeaknsEE show. I have got a breaking news update for you. As if we all didn't know what it was going to be about, it is about your SBA administration that is considering everything's got to be racist. Everything's got to be about racism, doesn't it? Of course it does. This new administration has nothing else to hang their hat on except for that, which they are making up for the most part, because most of us, 99% of us, aren't racist. Okay. The courts today, or yesterday, I'm sorry, May 29th, this is on the Daily Wire. Courts strike down racial gender preferences in Biden's 1.9 COVID relief bill that discriminated against restaurant owners. Federal appellate court on Thursday struck down a provision of Joe Biden's $1.9 trillion bill that discriminated against white restaurant owners as well as minorities from seemingly random countries. Interesting. Glenn Greenwald reported on his Substack that the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals ruled that the racial and gender preferences included in the law that provided priority funding to minority-owned small restaurants violated the 14th Amendment's Equal Protection Clause. The provision struck down a part of the law's $29 billion restaurant revitalization program for small, privately owned, struggling restaurants to meet payroll and rent due to the COVID crisis. The law, which passed almost entirely by party line vote in March, grants priority status to restaurants that have 51% ownership or more composed of specific racial and ethnic groups as well as women. By effectively relegating struggling businesses owned by white males or ethnicities and nationalities excluded from priority designation to the back of the line. So basically, if you're a white man, get to the back of the line. Well, that sucks for me. My last name was, don't want to say it out loud, but my last name started with a T, and I was always in the back of the line. Everybody's in front of T's. You notice that the T's always come last. I feel sorry for you if you had a last name that started with a Z. Then you're always in the back of the line. Now, if you're white and have last name is Z, you're in trouble. You ain't going to get nothing from the government, that's for sure. Oh, but here we go. By effectively relegating struggling businesses owned by white males or ethnicities and nationalities excluded from a priority designation to back of the line, the COVID relief program ruled the court by a 2-to-1 decision ran afoul of core constitutional guarantees. Well, there it is. 2-to-1. Guilty as charged. Antonio Vitolo, owner of Jake's Bar and Grill in Harriman, Tennessee, filed a lawsuit against the Biden administration. It's a discriminatory program because of the weight. I do not want special treatment. I just want to be treated equally under the law. I'm opposed to race and sex discrimination, and I would hope my government lived up to the same principle, Vitolo said in a press release. As Greenwald noted, Vitolo owns 50% of the restaurant, while his wife, who's Hispanic, owns the other half. His wife had, if his wife had owned 51% or more of the business, they would have received priority status for the grant. But since they're equally owners in the business and he's white, they had to wait. A district court judge initially rejected the Vitolo's request to have their grant application considered without considering their race, but the appellate court ruled in their favor. The Sixth Circuit Court ordered the federal government to halt using these unconstitutional criteria when processing Antonio Vitolo's application. Singular. Hold off. Make sure you process this guy's application. So if you are white, male, and you have a wife, you should put her in 51% of your business right now. That's the way to get over this. Put your wife down as 51% business owner in your business. We all win. Yay. This case is about whether a government can allocate limited coronavirus relief funds based on race and the sex of applicants. We hold that it cannot. The courts rule. Guys, this is a big breakthrough for all Americans today. You name it, what color, purple, brown, blue, it don't matter what color you are. It don't matter what sex you are. You're an American. Everybody needs to be treated the same. I like that. I think that's fair. The case is Judge Amul Thapar, who was appointed by President Donald Trump to the appellate court and who wrote the majority opinion in this case, called out the government for its scattershot approach to determining who qualifies as a socially and economically disadvantaged group. Individuals who trace their ancestry to Pakistan and India qualify for special treatment. What? But those from Afghanistan, Iran, and Iraq do not. Those from China, Japan, Hong Kong also qualify for special treatment, but those from Tunisia, Libya, and Morocco do not. This is about as discriminatory as it gets. So if you're from Afghanistan, you ain't get nothing. But if you're from Pakistan, you will. So Middle East is different. We'll take the Pakistanians, but we won't take the Afghanistans. We won't take Iran. We'll take the Chinese, but we won't take the Libyan or Moroccan. Yeah, that's discriminating. That's prejudice. That's racism. A person is deemed socially and economically, if they are Black, Hispanic, or Native American, they're deemed presumably disadvantaged as a... So you're disadvantaged if you're an Asian Pacific American. You're disadvantaged if you're Black, Hispanic. Dude, if I was Black, Hispanic, or Native American being called disadvantaged, screw that. I'm not disadvantaged. I don't want to be called disadvantaged. I don't like that. To me, if I was Black, a Black man, and you're calling me disadvantaged... You better get your thinking straight. Just because I'm Black don't mean I'm disadvantaged. My mama didn't raise me like that. That's a little bit of mama's cooking for you. So basically they're picking and choosing who they want to give this money to. What restaurant owners should get this money. And they're actually putting certain restaurants above other restaurants. That ain't fair, mama. Those not in any above groups would have to wait 3 weeks to have their grant application considered. How is that not a breaking news story everywhere, across the world, across the globe? The great United States of America has just ruled in a court of law that their president's administration, the Biden administration, and the SBA are discriminating against restaurant owners. And how many restaurant owners out there can raise their hand saying, yeah, I've been trying to tell you, but nobody's listening. Listen, America, we are listening. Here at the Speak and See channel, we are listening, and there's others out there that are listening too. Keep making your voice known. Go out there. File these lawsuits against these discriminatory groups, such as the SBA. If you're a business owner, a white male, or anybody that is a business owner that is being declined this loan or this grant, go put in a lawsuit right now. Call up an attorney. Hey, what do I got? Because we need to hold them accountable. And this is just, we can't have this. We cannot have this, people. This is the United States of America. We've come too far. We've come too far to go backwards. But we have been going backwards since this guy stepped into office. Since the new SBA administration has taken over, everything's about race. Everything. Why is everything about race and gender all of a sudden? Is that all they got? Why aren't we just having good policies? Love one another. What's going on here? I can tell you what's going on. Discrimination, racism are being brought to the forefront. They're trying to turn America against each other. And that ain't going to happen. Can you believe what we're seeing here, guys and girls? Can you believe what we're seeing? Open discrimination by the United States of America. Open. So you business owners out there, I want you to know we are fighting for you. You have Speak and See's channel on your side. I have been fighting hook, line, and sinker. We are baiting them and we are reeling them in now. I mentioned to you already this week, or last week I should say now, about these lawsuits that are coming forth. Now you're seeing it. Now we're seeing the manifestation of this. And let me just say right now, there are lawsuits as well about the mapping tool that's out there, that prejudice mapping tool. So I want you all to know that with channels like this, like the Speak and See channel, that is fighting for you along out there with side by side with Jason McElhone, who's out there raising you know what, going all crazy on these people as well. They are hearing us loud and clear because we're not being quiet. We don't have time to be quiet. We are business owners that are going on under out there, and we're not going to have it. No matter what color you are, no matter where you live, you're going to get that 10K. And I want to say right now, remove the caps and let these idle loans be forgiven in due time. Guys, like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Have a blessed weekend.
Give it to me. Give it to me.